Amazing. And then staying in Virginia, parents are calling out another prestigious high school. They're for withholding national merit scholarships, all in the name of equal outcomes. The move also caused delays in sending out any scholarships, leaving students to scramble while filling out their college applications. Joining me now are two Fairfax County mothers, Azra Nomani and Carrie Lucas. Ladies, thank you for being with us this morning.
Well, thanks
for having us.
No problem. Carrie, I want to start with you. You said the biggest issue that you see is that the parents who were affected are afraid to speak out because they're afraid of retaliation. What are they saying to you, and how are you trying to gear them in a different way as to saying if you don't speak up, then nothing's going to change?
Well, I think there's a lot of concern that that our school board has very different priorities than parents do, and there's a lot of lack of transparency and trust. Right now we're seeing the school is talking about it, they're acknowledging it since it's been in the news, but there's so many questions, and this isn't the first time that we've seen that our high school, along with our school board, is pushing something that seems like a political agenda at expense of our kids. So I think it's important for people to start talking about and asking questions, really demanding some response from the school board. This can't just be a little mistake, which is what they're trying to push it off as.
Azra, knowing all of this and hearing what Carrie said, where are the priorities and what are the priorities of the school board? Because it doesn't seem like the children's and the students' best interest is at hand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is such a tragedy, not just, on a national scale in terms of this war on merit that's happening, but in the personal lives of kids. They're waiting right now for answers from colleges. And there was this critical data point that was missing, which is this amazing honor of being in the top 3% of kids nationwide. So what are the real priorities? It's just like Carrie said, they're different. The school board just has approved, and the superintendent has approved a contract, $455,000, with a contractor who is pushing an agenda of equal outcomes for every student, even if that means, get this, unequal opportunities. I mean, this is just so un-American, and I think ultimately we're going to find out what's going on is not only unethical and immoral, but illegal.
And then, Carrie, the Langley school principal, Kimberly Greer, she actually released an email to parents. Quote, "I am delighted to let you know that your student was designated as Commended A student by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. I must apologize that certificates were not distributed to these students in the usual way this past fall. I am deeply sorry for this mistake." So they say they're sorry, but you heard Azra there talking about the timing of this. Is sorry enough?
No, I've heard of one family with a daughter who just got a deferral from her college of choice and has since learned that she would have this recognition, which she wasn't able to put on her college application. That's just devastating. You imagine this child who's worked so hard and is disappointed, has their kind of future in the balance. It's very kind of shocking when you think about these colleges or these high schools are supposed to be working and partners with these kids to try to help them in the future. But again, as Azra points out, there has been this sense, and we've heard it consistently, and we now have two high schools in the same school district, in this school district that has just been like nakedly political, nakedly focused on things that are not about advancing kids' interests, but about this idea of equal outcomes for everyone. Well, what does that mean for merit scholars? What does that mean for those kids? It means that the school doesn't want them to succeed, or certainly the superintendent and Fairfax County Public School Board doesn't. They want them all to be equal. That means they don't want the top 3%.
Yeah, and these kids work so hard only to be basically ignored. Azra, you've really been shedding some light on this situation and what's going on. You're doing a great job with it. But do you think enough people are going to speak out and get some momentum to change this? Or is this just what parents and students can expect from here on out?
Oh, no, we are fighting back. You've heard before that we call ourselves mama bears. Well, there was a cheerleader for the principal at number one high school that my son attended, Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. At the meeting with the superintendent last week, she called us bots. So that's why I wear this jacket now that calls us mama bots, because no matter what they throw at us, we're going to stand up and speak up. I mean, Carrie Lucas is a perfect example. She is a mom. You know, she's a mom at Langley High School. I'm a mom at this. I was at TJ. I want to just show people this is a little certificate. This is as simple as it takes to get to parents. And this is my son's package, his student record. Every student has this in America, and there are laws that require that all our academic records for our kids be put in those. But 2 years later, I discovered that my son was a commended student because the school system had that information from us. So no parent should stand up, and no parent should be afraid to stand up. We have to all stand up, and we are doing it. Whether they call us mama bots, we are here to stay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what they call you. As long as you get the job done and this stops, you're doing the right thing. Thank you, Azra Namani and Carrie Lucas. We appreciate your time this morning. Good luck to you.